welcome to my historical recipes. I'm going to do something completely different today. In fact, not only today, because it's a long process that takes a couple of months and I'm just starting it today. The recipe is a Byzantine rose wine that comes from the recipe collection of Oreibasios, who was the personal physician of a Byzantine emperor, that is Julian the Apostate. And in his collection of infused wines, he proposes recipes that should strengthen the body or give back balance to the body. Now, of course, this comes from the antique idea of the balance of the humors, and which is funny because some of these ideas have kept on until now. So when I told my husband, who's from Iran, about this rose wine that I want to do today, he said, but yes, of course, red wine is cold and roses are hot, so it balances it. The first step that we are going to do today is as easy as you can imagine. We just put a bunch of rose leaves, of course, quality. Not any rose leaves because they have to be treated. The normal roses you buy, they are treated with a lot of chemicals and absolutely not fit for consumption. See if you have roses in the garden, if you know somebody who has roses in the garden, or if you can buy rose petals to eat. These little Iranian rose petals, they should also do the job. Now, I have fresh rose leaves from the garden and I put a bunch of them here into this container. Oreibasios doesn't say much about the amount. All he says is not too many. I guess this is fine. And now I simply pour wine over it. Here again, quality is the key. It should be a nice wine, like this one, which is directly from the producer. It's Primitivo, here from Puglia. Primitivo is the grape that in America is known as Zinfandel. And this also, I turn this around because of the handle. And now I simply pour red wine on top. That should not happen. And then I close this and I leave this to mature for 1 month. Okay, now after 30 days, in which I once in a while shook the whole thing, the red wine with the roses, I will simply filter it to get out the roses. And my husband, can you hold this for a moment? Thank you. Thank you. And now I simply add about 200 grams, that's a little less than a cup, of honey to that wine. The amount in the original recipe is a little higher, but as we are not too wild with very sweet drinks, I've reduced the amount of honey a little bit. Now all I do is close, shake, and wait another month. Now, usually it would be okay to keep it in a cool place, put it in the cellar or somewhere, if you have one. But as we have a terrible heat at the moment, I'm going to keep it in the fridge. Now let's do the test. How is it?
Smells good. It smells roses. Now let's taste it. It's really nice. Dangerous. You can drink a lot of it.